Good afternoon, guys. Hope you're doing well. How's everybody today? Anything good happening out there in G-Land? Any good news? Yesterday I did a video about gold. I've been looking at years and years and years ago. I used to watch a lot of financial people with their advice, and then you know, it was worth doing because there was interest rates and different savings packages and so on. This was about 1996, and I watched on British TV. I had a little pocket TV, and I watched at lunchtime. I would watch some financial advisors talking about, you know, places to put your money. I did everything you could think of except for buying shares back then, and then I moved over to the US and didn't really invest anymore because the interest rates dropped right off. Everything dropped off, so I didn't bother anymore. But yesterday I did a video about you know, getting rid of debt and thinking about buying gold. And I knew yesterday that when I mentioned the state of the economy, I didn't say the whole world, I just said the US. And I knew somebody was going to jump on that like a rocket. And they did. And you didn't. I was going to reply because I thought, I feel sorry for the guy because, you know, he thinks everything's perfect because he watches the news. You know, I think some people just like to be moody and argue and be nasty. That's all there is to it. It just, you know, you could say good morning and they'll have something to react about. So, Mr. Music Man, I told you a couple weeks ago that I was researching some software, and I found some and I went and bought it. And I up until today I hadn't installed it yet because I wanted to do a few things. I wanted to clear out a lot of old files, tidy up my hard disk, move my old YouTube video stuff that I do each day, move it off my hard disk and put it on my external drive. I did all that, deleted a few other software programs, and then installed my new software, FL Studio Producer, the latest version 20.011 or something. Anyway, I got it on. I opened it up the first time it opened, and I was like, what is this? It looked like something you would find in NASA. It's basically for making music, and you can put you know, you have drums and piano, and you can put vocals in there and everything like that. You know, there's a saying in England, I don't know if how big the saying is, but you can't carry a tune in a bucket, and that's me. I'm not a great singer, but I like music, and I don't really like music with singing in. I like more like a dance type stuff. So I thought to myself, I want to try to make something for myself. And I don't necessarily need to use conventional instruments. Didgeridoo, buckets, things like that. So I'm going to try over a period of time and see what I can make. So I got the software on and I started researching. I wanted a keyboard, and it doesn't need to be a big keyboard. It's you heard me talk about this before, the USB MIDI keyboard. So I found the cheap one that would work with my software, and then I started looking deeper and deeper and deeper, and then I found some others a little bit more expensive, but not greatly. And it has a pitch and awe thing on the left side and some programmable buttons and things like that. So all in, it cost me £110 to be shipped here. I tried to buy it locally. I went to many music shops, but I couldn't find one anywhere. In the end I found one, but they were selling it cheap because they lost some parts. I'm like, I don't want that. And I didn't know if it was going to be compatible. After finishing all the research, I found that the one I bought works well with that piece of software. So I thought, great. And then I was reading some more about the keyboard. It actually comes with other pieces of software. So with all of that's coming and so on and so on, I'm quite excited. So we'll see what happens. But if I make something of interest, you'll be sure to see it. But I did take a little bit of video and wanted to show you what it looks like. The other thing I need to do, or want to do, is I want to build a new cabinet to go next to my desk where I keep my laptop. That way the keyboard can sit there when I plug it into my laptop. What I was thinking of doing is building out of the same materials I built my kitchen countertops. So if I use that for the sides, and then maybe the bottom and the top. But what I want to do is I want to build an actual like a lid that sits on it. So all your bits and pieces that you leave there, the main thing I was going to leave there is the keyboard, maybe some bits of paper or something that for writing on. And then when you're not actually playing with it, you can just close it down and it stays dust free, and it can't get damaged. And you just put it up when you want to use it. But in the bottom part I want to put some cupboard doors and maybe a couple of shelves inside, because I have stuff on this little like, was it a glass coffee table. I have a few things on there for little projects that I do, sit there in the evening and some potters about, but I don't want to put them in the workshop. So I think maybe I'll build myself a little cabinet. I can put all my little gadgets that I've collected, electrical things and small little projects I'm doing, and maybe even have like a little like a tabletop you can pull out inside it. So when you're doing something, you can pull that out and work on it, or lift the lid up and have the music thing there. So when I finish designing it and go buy the wood and build it, I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay guys, another day over. Time to sign off and say good night. I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for your comments. Sometimes serious, sometimes a laugh. I love the ones where we laugh and share it with each other. It's so funny. And you know, over the years I've been doing this, I met some really cool people. And today I actually had somebody, I won't tell you what, he asked me a question. Would I do something for him? And I said yes, but it involves money. And you know what? I felt deeply honored that he trusts me with his money, because I mean, he could give me the money and I could walk off with it and say, what are you talking about? Don't know who you are. I thought, hey, that's really cool. So nice. Family, they're gangsters. Okay guys, good night. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Keep your money in your pocket. All the very best, guys. Good night.